been a while. Well, it's been a week since like I streamed last, so I think it's been about a week. I think I've done it, maybe. I might have to do a leveling or a trust just to get a level, but we'll see. I think I've done it. I think I've figured out how I'm gonna how I'm doing it. Yeah. So let me make sure everything's working. It looks like everything wants to work today, which is good. Alright. I think it's good. I think everything looks good. I've done all the usual stuff. Right. So, not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what we were doing, somewhat. I know that we went into a woman whose daughter transformed into the blasphemy, and she can speak to the deads. And we don't know if it's a gift or she's lying. But, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna talk to you, Giri, and continue. The devoted daughter. You arrived not a moment too soon. The blasphemy has been sighted on the coast. For our mercy, there are no reported casualties as of yet. Oh, it's always good to hear the yet come out. Just the woman I was hoping to see. No sooner had we cast wide our net than a Confederate messenger was at our door. To join us, Russell awaits in our arrival at Onokoro. Okay. Yo. Well now, the noble Lord of Doma should come in person once again. Mayhap these blasphemies truly are a threat. Indeed they are, and I was told you and yours sighted our quarry quite recently. As the weather turns weird. Or I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting. Aye, that we did. At the island of Skull Rock, the beast appeared to be docile by all accounts, but appearances can be deceiving. If it is as you say, and this blasphemy has eyes only for former conscripts. Ah yes, that was another thing we figured out. That former conscripts were the only ones getting killed because the woman who transformed lost, like her husband didn't return. Therefore, she hates all conscripts. So, I remember that. I remember calling that plot point too. It was like, yeah, she's gonna be jealous, isn't she? Or not jealous. Yeah, kinda. Jealousy is the wrong word. She didn't like the fact that everybody else was happy, and she wanted obviously her husband to come back, but he didn't, because I'm guessing he died. Anyway, I trust that we've accepted and into our care are still in yours in the Calken, enjoying the finest Dolman hospitality. Anyway, I know not why it came to the Ruby Sea, nor why it remains idle, but as if we act quickly, there's a chance we can take it unawares. I propose we divide our forces. If you're willing to go ashore, we take a ship, a circle around the Isles. The first to find it has the honor to kill it. A simple plan. Shall we be off to Skull Rock then? I mean, I'm just gonna fly, but you guys can take a boat. Hey! Big chugger. He's so cute. I love the big chocobo. Down? Yes, down. Haha. This is when the blasphemy was not cited. If the fates are kind, this will be over soon. Yeah, and I hate to say this, but there's going to be another quest, therefore, I'm sorry, but we're not going to get it this time. Oh, there it is. There it be. Oh god. That's just like creepy as all hell. And there she goes. Bye! Damn. Such speed. I doubt even my falcons could keep pace with it. Bah. Don't tell me that the blasphemy that was the blasphemy flying off into the distance. I'm afraid so. I hoped the ill will it bore in life might compel the beast to stay and fight. Perhaps less of Minamoto remains than I thought. Minamoto. That's Mistress in it was Minamoto? Oh, Monstrosity. You knew her? Her family tried to flee to Hagarashi during the occupation, but their ship was raided and sunk. Oh. When we happened upon the wreckage, she was in the hull between her parents and a piece of flotsam, desperate to keep warm. But they had long since grown cold. We took her to Orkoro, where we nursed her back to health. Couldn't imagine what horrors she must have witnessed The mere sight of weapons was enough to make her start screaming. She was certainly unfit for our trade, so we sought a village that might take her in. Isari was that village. Several months later, I chanced to meet her on this very beach. She was in the company of a young Alra fisherman, and I knew at once she had found more than a home there. I saw them here many times after that. She found something comforting about this place, I think. According to the reports from Razathan, the memories and desires of those who turn can influence their behavior as blasphemies. And perhaps Minamoto's memories are what compelled the beast to come here. That would also explain its timid nature. Minamoto was never one for violence. The sight of you blade drawn, no doubt, stirred what little of the woman's memories remains in that monster. If that's the case, an assault on the Kokan is unlikely, guarded as it is by our samurai. But how can we fight an enemy so quick to flee at the first sight of danger? Robbed of her parents, her husband, and now her life. I would rather we didn't have to at all. But I understand full well the risk we take by doing nothing. If we cast sight of the blasphemy again, you will be the first to know of it. Perhaps next time we can put her soul to rest. Oh, so interesting. So there is a reason she's running away from us and staying in the sky. She's afraid. Interesting. Also makes sense, like, the conscripts wouldn't have much in the way of weapons, which is why it was so easy to, I guess, kill them. So, there's not what to do now but to abide our time. Come, let us return to the Enclave. Okay. To the Enclave. Given what we've learned, it seems like likely that the blasphemy will return to the Skull Rock. But that knowledge will avail us not if we cannot prevent it from escaping again. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. Oh, it's her again! Oh, is she gonna demand that the conscripts be, like, released so that... Oh, God. Oh, this is gonna be good. I can already tell that the music has such confidence. Lord Hien, on behalf of the people of Ershai, we have come to with a request. Oh, sure you have. Of course you have. We welcome you with open arms and open hearts. What is it you ask of me? Those returned to us in the prisoner exchange be granted shelter at that have been granted shelter at Kulkan. That they yet live is an affront to the Kami's grand design, and the spirit of the loved ones suffer for it. Balance must needs be restored, and so I beseech you to render them unto the goddess Azumi. You want them to be killed. Absolutely not. 'Tis not our place to pray for the death of others, nor draw steel to state mere bloodlust. When I take a life, be it by command or my own hand, I do not. It is not so. I do not not in service to vengeance, but to uphold my duty to the Doma and her people. And how does that mercy for Yotsuyu serve your duty? How were the people made better by the sight of her walking free? For her crimes and cruelty I cut her down, and the day we took Doma Castle, I sought to kill her by all rights she should have died there and then. But the Kami willed otherwise and returned her to us alive, bereft of her memories. With no recollection of her deeds, it would have been Tsuyu who faced punishment, not Yotsuyu. This was my judgment, and for it you were denied the justice you deserved. You have every right to resent me. But you come before me and ask that I sacrifice men and women whose only crime was to suffer, to be condemned to a life of servitude. If you truly believe your causes to be oh god, that word is going to be hard. Oh no. Sent, believe yourselves fit to bear the burden of swing the sword, then step forward. Uh-oh. This kid. I recognize that kid. Sophistry and lies. They were meant to die. The spirits demand it. No, they don't. The words of the dead or the living yet, who yet mourn. I was wondering when we'd see you again. Gasetsu! Set them straight, Gasetsu, please. Word of the Izai priestess and her gifts have spread far and wide, and I thought to see the truth for myself. By coincidence, I crossed paths with a traveler hailing from the self-same village. Oh my god, so hype! Who had a mind to return as well, but alas, he could not. So he bade me deliver a missive in his stead. Judging by the striking resemblance, I take it you're the young fisherman Akatsuki? This is a letter from my father. He was severely wounded in battle, but expected to make a full recovery. He's not dead. He's alive? But that would mean... She lies! I was right. I was right. Yay! I was like, oh, come on. This has to be bullshit somehow. Gosetsu, I love you. Surely a woman of your talents can divine the explanation for this turn of events. She lied. You should pay for this. Complaint to me. My daughter will make certain of that. Oh my god. Gosetsu! Oh my god, I love that he appeared and like set everything straight. Oh my god. Apologies for the abrupt and otherwise unannounced arrival. As you can see, my Lord Hien, I am returned. Oh my god. Full glad am I of it. Thanks to your timely arrival, we have given the lie to Kasuya's claims of supernatural powers. I gather you are apprised of recent events. Aye. It did not take long to learn the state of affairs here in Doma, and that my assistance may be required. Ooh, neat. I had heard tales of Kasai's channeling of the dead, including the father of one young fisherman. Imagine my surprise when I saw this spirit in the flesh. He was also on a pilgrimage, paying respects to the departed, and we chanced to meet in the Liberation Front infirmary. Would that we were not brought back together under such circumstances, but I am full glad to see you all hale and hearty. Ah, I'm so glad to see Gosetsu. I was worried we weren't gonna see Gosetsu. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Ah. It's a boy. Hey, dude. Oh boy. Tombo, is something the matter? I wish to apologize, Lord Hien. It was wrong of me to say the things I said. I understand nothing can bring back my father. But I was so angry, Please, Tubbo. You needn't apologize. It's just, my brother was always so brave. My father's death was more than he could bear, and it turned him into that monster. If he wasn't brave enough, what chance do I have? He wanted to perform the rites for my father, but the body was never returned to us, so... Not that I blame you for that, Lord Hien. I understand nothing could be done. No. Asakazu's father's survival did nothing short of a miracle. But I fear he is indeed a rare exception. I have offered prayers at more graves than I can count. It would be cruel to give others false hope that their loved ones might return. And yet Kasai continues to do just that, offering comfort where with her lies. A tempting but ephemeral balm for wounds that have yet to heal, much like the anger some harbor for you, or resentment for their families restored while theirs remain broken. It is a line that he must walk constantly. I feel so sorry for Ian. This situation, dude. All of the hugs. But for those like the poor boy whose heart lacked for hatred, who knows only sadness and despair, they too may turn, exposing the truth of Kasai's deception hasn't helped matters. If we are to prevent more suffering, we must pursue a lasting solution. I would be most grateful for your counsel, Gasetsu. There is much I could learn from your pilgrimage. If there is aught you require, but say the word and it shall be done. It is the very least I can do to play my part, for the part I played in Yotsu's tragedy. I failed her in the end, but I will not fail you, my lord. Don't make me cry, Kasetsu. Don't do it. Thank you again for your aid, Amber. The day's events have given much to consider. When our next step is decided, you will be the first to know. This is the best quest so far. How does it get better? I've heard that the healer quest, role quest, is like so good. I'm like, I'm already having the time of my life now. I forget where the healer quest line is, but how? Oh, this is so good. This one's so good. Maybe it's because I really like Delma, but this one's been so good. Regarding there have been no sightings of the blasphemy since our first encounter at Skull Rock. As Sumo surmised, it seems to fear confrontation. We, for our part, have tried to make good use of the intervening calm. Even now, Lord Hien and Kisetsu discuss how we might prevent other villages from turning. If you would wait here a moment, he would no doubt wish to hear your thoughts on the matter. I think this is the last one, which is sad. Amber, so glad you could come. As Yugiri no doubt explained, the blasphemy continues to elude us, and so we've turned our attention to other matters we can and should address. After long discussions and much deliberation, we believe that we have found a means to allay the growing malice of the people, if you would, Kasetsu. What's the plan? The idea came to us after considering young Tabo's remarks about his father, whose body was never found and returned to Doma. Others no doubt share in that melancholy, unable to bury and mourn their loved ones, and as it is their right. Put simply, they cannot make peace with their loss, their anguish. If left to linger, it may consume them as well. What if we had it right? You know, like the lantern thing that they did for like the dome, the restoration. What if they did that? Maybe they're gonna do that. That we might prove to the people of Doma with comfort closure. We will hold a national. Oh, they are doing it. They're going to do the my kind of idea. They're going to kind of hold a national funeral at the Swallow's Compass. Those who choose to attend will be asked to present personal effects of the deceased they wish to be enshrined there. Oh, that's so cool! Spirits reside in all things, be they living or inanimate, and though we may die, a part of us lives on in these items. We cherish most of our in life. Therefore, in lieu of remains, their belongings will be offered in place in the royal mausoleum, that the spirits of those lost to us may find their way home to Doma, and at last know peace. The announcement has already been made, and a great many people have now engaged in the difficult task of deciding which keepsake will serve as their offering. This is not a decision to be made lightly, but I suspect they will have made up their minds by the time we go to collect their chosen tokens. I also hope you to learn more about the departed from those willing to speak to me. For my benefit and for theirs. To break free of their sorrow, then they must seek joy in the memories of the love they shared with the departed, and I will help them find it. Might the liberator of Doma be willing to favor the people with her presence as well? I doubt not that they will appreciate the gesture. Good. Yugiri, I leave the people of Ishai to you. You, Gasetsu, might I ask you to... Apologies, my lord. There is a small but urgent matter I must first attend to. Very well, I shall not pry. Now, Amber, let us go and pay visit to the good people of Namai. Yay! Sweet. This is gonna be cool. I like this. I like this so much. Right then, before we begin, I would remind you that we need only listen to the tales of those loved ones As overseer of the ceremony, I see it as my duty to deliver their effects personally. Because of this, it is the utmost importance that we keep clear of any beasts that might damage our cargo. Okay, cool. I mean, don't worry, Ian. I'm over leveled. Nothing here is going to aggro to me. So we're not gonna run into problems, I'm sure. Because what I was saying, how important it is for their effects to be delivered in pristine condition. I will be, and I will be no good to you in a fight while heavily encumbered. In stealth or flight, if stealth or flight are not options, I must ask you to fight for us both. But we needn't worry unless the occasion arises. For now, let us be off. Okay. Okay, cool. Right, let me bring out the chocobo. Lucky is on guard duty. He's also inside Ian. Let me fix that. There we go. Right, so I mean, let's just go in order. My husband, my dear sweet Morioya, never returned from Garlemald. Perhaps now his soul might know peace. Please take this painting brush to the swallow's compass. I shall handle it with the utmost care. Might we trouble you to tell us more of about your husband? Leto was a kind and gentle soul. There was nothing he loved more in the world than to create. That brush never left his side, not even when he tended to the fields. Any spare moment was dedicated to his craft, and he produced the most wonderful visas of Yangsha. It was his dream to take us to Kugane, where he could become a famous artist until he was conscripted. In the early days, he would send drawings of the places they took him, though I knew not how. But more time began to pass between each arrival. Then they stopped coming altogether. I knew not in what Fang Feng land he died, but I prayed it was as beautiful as his works. It sounds like quite a man, to hold fast to his art even when forced to endure such hardships. His soul will find peace. Of that I have no doubt. You must be... I must thank you again, Lord Ian. This is an honor. My son would have been overjoyed to know that his katana would have been lavished at the swallow's compass. Nay, the honor is mine. I'm sure your son was a fine warrior. Aye, and so was I once upon a time. A samurai, as it so happens, in service to your father when the Empire first invaded our lands. Though we were defeated, our spirits broken, my son Mutsu was never one to lose hope. He was determined to follow in my footsteps, gave everything into honoring his skills with the blade. When I watched him train, I felt the pride I thought I'd forsaken slew in my breast. And I knew he would restore our family to its former glory. Alas, he could have fled, perhaps started anew as a vagabond of some sort, but he bore the burden of and fought for Garlemald for fear of what the Imperials might do if he did not. 'Tis plain he was a loving son and warrior true. I will care for this blade as if it were my own, and see it given the honor and respect due a samurai of Doma. The last one's up here somewhere. Down? Sorry, Ian, we're going down. Down again? Yes. Oh, Tambo! I realize it's quite large, but I wanted to offer this on behalf of my brother and father. Shiratsu? Is it alcohol? If you are willing, I would much like to hear about them both. My father, he was a carpenter. He was a good man, if not a bit stubborn, always thinking of his work. The only time he ever seemed to enjoy himself was when he had a cup of sake in his hand. When my brother came of age, he took up the trade as well. It brought them closer. I'd see them laughing over drinks together, or listening in silence to the crickets singing under the moonlight. I wanted to join them one day. This was their favorite sake. I thought they might miss it. I'm sure it tastes all the sweeter having come from you. I realize there's no one can offer a replacement to your brother or father, but if you're willing to allow, I would be honored to share drinks with you in their stead, when you are of age, of course. Aw, Ian. This should be everything. Would you join me for a short reprieve before our journey back? Oh, there he is. Oh, this is a lovely view. You put on brave faces, but the people of Namai are still racked with grief. It is the same at every village I have visited in recent days. It is only now that it is struck by the contradictory nature of my goals. Having joined with the Erzina Lanes, we've taken steps to realizing the Enclave, and I believe Doma was at last on the path to peace and prosperity. I still do. Yet by focusing so keenly on the future, I've neglected the past that yet haunts my people. Even if they had been not given into despair and become beasts, the plague our lands like poor Tombo's brother, how are we to truly move forward if we are to constantly looking back? You speak of their haunted past, Lord Hien, but what of yours? Is there not someone for whom you yourself still grieve? I mean, first one. He! All things considered, I suppose it is only a matter of time before the subject was broached. She cuts to the heart of the matter, and the young lord for the best, I should think, for he can't lead by example if he is not yet made peace with his own past. Haha, Katsetsu! Yes! Did he go and get something in Doma Castle that belonged to he and his father? Or both his parents? Because both his... yeah. Please say that's what he did. I mean, I'm also hoping that he got something of Suyu's on him as well. 1,000 apologies, my lord, but I was passing through, tending to the matters of which I spoke of earlier, when chanced I heard familiar voices in the distance. If I may be so bold, people of Doma, one and all, understand the source of your pain. To lose your father in the turmoil of a failed revolution is staggering duty to the throne thrust upon you. How could you even begin to mourn when first you had to lead? It would behoove you to take part in this funeral rites, my lord. Take this time to make peace with your past, while it is still yours to spend. Though unlikely, it is not impossible you were were you to become a monster as well, Doma would surely be lost. Thank you for your counsel, Gasetsu, but if I may ask, why is it you keep your blade at the ready? I thought this personal matter of yours to be naught but a trifle, if I'm not mistaken. Well, went and did stuff. What did you do? I found the katana superior to her peeling persimmons. Speaking of which, I do believe my stomach begs for sustenance, if you'll excuse me. And he's gonna run off, isn't he? Nope, he's just gonna walk off. Training. To help slay the blasphemy, no doubt. Fitting that he should offer me counsel, yet refuse to heed it in kind. Like, I feel like you're two peas in a pod, the both of you, the pair of you. I mean, this goes for you, Giri, as well. She's the three of you. You're too much. He is not the warrior he once was, but he is wise and obscene friend. Obscene friend? If I'm to be perfectly honest, it frightens me to recall it, the moment it all came crashing down. We'd taken Doma Castle. Victory was ours, but then we looked out and saw the banners of the 13th Legion marching towards us, the Crown Prince at the fore. No sooner had Gasetsu and I escaped than we received word that Xenos had slain my father. I remember how the fight went out of Gasetsu in that instance. How he wept for his lord, while I felt the weight of the profound duty bear down upon my shoulders, crushing, suffocating. The heat of my own breath, the chill of my clammy palms. But duty demanded I master my emotions. When all those around me, Gazetsu included, were consumed by anger and a thirst for vengeance, I had to be in control. Under my orders, we desperately and fled to fight another day. To this day, I have not stopped to reflect upon my father's death. How could I, devoted as I am to finding Doma's way forward? But now I must, and so, having taken you into my confidence, would you see this through with me to journey's end? The keepsake I would offer for the funeral is hidden in a place not easily reached. We will have to fly there. I'm afraid I'm not, but worry not. My Yule will ferry us. Just a moment. We're going to Doma Castle? Yee! Place we seek is palm strings in the mountains, shall we? Yes. Very much. Oh god, zoom out. There's gonna be text as we fly. Also, the camera's gonna change at some point. Here. Interesting. My parents would bring me here from Hamai as a child. Its beauty and serenity was such that I could forget the realities of the occupation. Indeed, some of my fondest memories of my family are here, which is precisely why I chose this place to conceal a significant gift from my father, bequeathed to me as a child. Oh, that's adorable. Charming, is it not? The great Anquis Kundash, said to reside somewhere along the Duran chain. In those days, anyone and everyone knew of the tales of his prowess. Reckless boy that I was, I once tried to seek him out, hoping he would help us. I buried it here shortly after my coming of age ceremony. It seemed fitting. It seemed a fitting place to both part of my childhood and offer a final goodbye to my mother. More a keepsake of mine than his, to be sure. But he will never be a man of worldly possessions. Still, I suspect he will not allow himself a rare smile if he were to see it again after all these years. Oh, it's cute. So cute. And this is precisely how I wish to bid him farewell, with a smile. It should go without saying, I prefer it not become known that I kept this doll here. Wouldn't want the children to grow jealous now, would we? He's such a child. I love him. I love Hien. It's my favorite character. Well, besides Gra. And with that, I believe it's time we return to the Enclave. Right, so no, this isn't the last quest. The next quest is the last quest. Sweet. There are yet more villages to visit and offerings to collect, but preparations are proceeding apace. Soon the people will have one less cause to be tempted down the path of despair. Of course, there still remains the problem of the blasphemy. The former conscripts will remain at the Kulkan until it is dealt with. We will slay this beast in due time, but before that, I would be honored if you would be present for the funeral rites. Please speak with Yugiri when next you visit the Enclave, and she shall tell you more of the proceedings. Lovely. Perfect timing. I believe because this is the 90 quest. Yep. Ah, excellent. I just enough XP from the quests. Cool. Right, continuing on. As ever, your timing is impeccable. But a moment ago, completed preparations for the funeral. I will inform Lord Hien of your arrival. I literally didn't go anywhere. This is beautiful. You're here. Excellent. The blasphemy continues to shun our settlements, and I mean to make the most of the time its absence affords us. I assume that you're planning to take part in the ceremony? Glad to hear it. Unfortunately, Gasetsu will not be joining us today. No, he's injured himself, as I knew he would, with his secret training, and now grumbles for the confines of his bed. But he will be fine in due course. We may worry for his confidence after the funeral. Oh, Gasetsu, damn it. He tried to do a super cool move and try out his back or something. Oh yeah, this is an instance. This is gonna be fun. Villagers should be arriving ere long. Then we may begin. Proceed. Oh Lord, you again. Lord Hien, I apologize, my lord, for my past transgressions. I yearn to believe that my daughter was Kami reborn, but you are right. She is a monster. Words can ill express my shame for advocating the conscripts be sacrificed to appease the dead. Nay, the ceremony shall serve far better and so I humble citizen of Doma, I offer my deepest gratitude and beg your forgiveness. I'd make an offering on behalf of my husband, my son, as well as my dear stepdaughter, Mimoto. I throw myself at your mercy, Lord Hien. Allow them to a place within the mausoleum, that their spirits may know peace. If she's got a knife, I hate her. Like, there's no need to beg for forgiveness. Kasaya, please rise. Oh god. She has a knife! I knew it! I called it! I called it! Yugiri be on it though. Yugiri be bloody on it. Like, she will come for you. Good. By the Kami. She gave her life to draw out the blasphemy. I mean, it can't fly away now. Yep. Neat. Oh. Yeah!
For you, father.
What's this? This is my new skill. The Starfall Dance. How does that proc? Oh god. I mean, I guess I'll find out at some stage. Ow. Quit it!
Concentrate!
Oh god.
is nothing. The weave of a shinobi's power.
Oh my god. Please heal me! Oh my god! That execute. Get that German man! Ugh. Apologies for the untimely arrival, my lord. What the fuck? What the shit? Kasetsu. What is that stuff? What the did you job change, bro? Is this a new job showcase for like expansions? Peregrine Mage proved in the most enlightened experience, and is where I chance to discover the benefits of artistical training. I may no longer be fit to wield a blade, my lord, but Shuneko affords me another way to turn the tide of battle. What? Is this a healer class? Stubborn as ever, I shall thank you later. Is this a new heal? No way. Is this? Is there going to be a new healer, or is it a DPS class? I have so many questions. What the hell? Let's put us into this. Oh yeah, good music. That has to be a new job. That has to be a new job at some stage. I mean, unless he just... it's an Eastern version of a white mage, which it could be. It could be an Eastern version of a white mage, actually. Maybe it is. Maybe it's just the Eastern version of a white mage.
For you, Father.
Yeah, he's using white mage moves. It's just an Eastern version of a white mage. I got super excited though. But maybe I'll have new moves as a white mage in 7.0. I want that staff though. That's a cool staff. Can that be a new spell of mine as a white mage? The fact that like I can put up like a protective like shield thing? Yeah, this spell. I want this spell. That's so cool.
The weave of a shinobi's power.
Oh god.
Just but a scratch.
I think I can interrupt that move. I mean, if it appears again, I'll be sure to try. Pretty sure flashing moves. I know, like how interrupting moves work. I believe, like, if it flashes, I can interrupt it. There it is. Where's my intro? There it is. There we go. Yes, I can. Neat. I mean, I love that I called it, but at the same time, what did she expect to happen? Like, I called that she had a knife. It's like, there's no way. She was so bitter. A deceiver to the bitter end, but she was still a daughter of Doma. She will have a proper burial and her family's belongings enshrined with the others. I have gathered you here today not to speak of the future, but to reflect on the past, to pay respect to those ones fallen in the field of battle. In honor of their sacrifices, the sons and daughters of Doma shall be given a place here at Swallow's Compass. Though they no longer walk with us in life, they walk with us in spirit. Pray never forget their bravery, that their memories of their legacy give you comfort and strength. Murumoko, the aspiring painter, was a man who sought beauty in all things, and one day he would have become a renowned artist in Kugane. Musojoto, a warrior in training, he longed to become a samurai like his father, to bring honor to his family. So Kenjumi, a carpenter, a man who wholly dedicated to his craft, who hoped to one day to pass his talents to his two loving children. And the list goes on. And lastly, Minamoto Shirogane and her stepdaughter Kusai. Theirs was once a happiness to be envied. Moto's parents were murdered by Imperial soldiers, and after being rescued by the Confederacy, Minamoto had been given into the care of the village of Asari. Though she arrived with a broken heart, she soon mended it by the man who would become her husband, the son of Kasai, who herself had been born to Isai on the winds of tragedy. Kasai and her was a child of the deep, born in Soto no Soto. For her gifts she was exiled, but with her courage and tenacity found a new home in the shores of the Ruby Sea. She was devoted wife and mother, and though not related by blood, she loved Minamoto as if she were her own. That is how she lived, and how they all lived, and how they should be remembered. Lay your hearts swell not of sorrow, but with joy of their memory. Know that the proof of their mark left on the world shall remain here, enshrined within the Swallow's Compass for all eternity. Let us still our voices, and in silent prayer for their lost souls, that they may share in the peace that we have found. I need to take a drink. So much reading. Gesetsu, how do I get your staff? Traditionally, the royal mausoleum is reserved for the ruling clans. But I have no doubt that Lord Kian would have approved of his son's decision. Many tears were shed throughout the ceremony, not of grief, but of relief. I think happiness, even. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting a battle with a blasphemy as a prelude to the ceremony, but at least now we may breathe easy, if only for a short while. The villagers have all returned home, and I believe it is time we did the same. The Enclave. Yes. We've held a national funeral and slain the blasphemies besides. A rather productive day, would you not agree? The former conscripts will be elated to finally return home. Speaking of returns, I think I speak for us all when I say your appearance at the Soul's Compass came as something of a shock. What of your injuries from training? Quite painful for some time, I assure you. Despite my best efforts to reclaim my former skill, my back, my hips vigorously protested. I planned to sleep that I might be well rested for the morrow's hunt, but a voice called out to me. I was needed, and so I grabbed my cane and ran as fast as quickly as my ailing body would allow. The cane suits you, Gesetsu, and your mastery of healing magics was a sight to behold. Almost as surprising as your resurrection following the fall of Domus Castle. I am still a novice in dire need of training. 'Tis my hope that I will be able to refine my artistic arts during my pilgrimage. So you are leaving then? Worry not, Lord Hien. Should you find yourself in dire straits once more, I shall fly to your side. Not as samurai, perhaps, but I will nevertheless give our enemies cause to tremble. And with that, I take my leave. That's gonna be a new class. I'm calling it. There's gonna be a new kind of type healer, maybe. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. Though it's been years. Though it may be years, if not decades, until we truly make peace with our past. We have turned a corner and begin to heal. We may look to the future unburdened by grief ignored and sadness denied. A path ahead is ever fraught with peril, but we walk it but we shall walk with eyes unclouded and with pride. You have done so much for us, for Doma. I wish there was more I could do for you. If I may ask you one favor, before you leave, please inform the representative of Rahasahan that blasphemy has been vanquished, and the people of Doma are safe. With any luck, our experience will have proved useful to other nations yet grapple with these beasts. Or grapple with these beasts. Yes, I need to go back there anyway. Time for another one. Which one will I do next? It's the physical one, then. I will be doing the physical one. Or the magical one. I can do the magical one as well. I need a bit more XP with the magical one, but the magical one is also my healer one, so I should be fine. It's gonna be awkward if I have to cut off like a... Why am I running? I do have side quests that I can turn in for XP if I'm truly struggling. So I should be able to get this all done today. Which would be nice. Lady Amber, you've returned with word from Doma? Yep. We're all good. The blasphemy is no more. It is wonderful news. I must inform the other delegates at once. Thank you for answering our summons. If another threat should rear its dastardly head, I pray we can count on your assistance again. You may die. Yes, neat. And there's the other achievement. Right. Right, which one is the healer one again? I forget. You're the melee DPS. And you're the healer. Okay, cool. So that means you're a summoner and whatnot. Yes, you're the magical one. Right, so Ishgard or Limsa? I don't know. Do I want to go to Ishgard or do I want to go to Limsa? Choices. I don't know. This is hard. The fact that I have choice. I could do both. Just not at the same time. I'll get too confused at what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's do it. Let's do the Ishgard one. Let's do it. Wait. Actually, no. If I... Hang on. I'm being messed... What? Where's the at coming from? I'm being atted. But I don't think it's being at... Like, I'm being atted personally. I think it's just one of the discords. I saw something about a chief 8. But where? Oh, okay, cool. Chief 8 of character. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not a character. There we go. That's what I was pinged about. You know what? I'll leave the magical one because I've about the same amount of experience. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Limsa one first. Amber, on the behalf of Admiral Bluefistlim, I thank you for many deeds in service to Limsa and Minsa. On behalf of my people, I thank you for your efforts in delivering the star from Cantastri. Unfortunately, we have received troubling tidings that a beast akin to those that plagued Razahan have been sighted in Lower Nanoshka's coast. The Admiral has been mustered the Maelstrom in hopes of quelling the threat, yet there is much we do not know of our foe, and as such, your expertise in this area would be a boon to us. Will you help us? That I can do. Excellent. The Admiral will be heartened to have your knowledge and mental prowess on our side, I'm certain. Pray set sail for Limsa as soon as you are able. The circus... the Falconist of the Maelstrom Command will apprise you of the details upon your arrival. Okay. To Limsa. I like the new uniform. I want that. Our man in Razahan told us to expect you. I will inform the Admiral of your arrival. Glad you could join us, Amber. And I wish were under better circumstances. The grave news of the bounty has not escaped our ears. You can scarce begin to imagine the horrors you have witnessed there. Although you and the Science have averted the final days, blasphemies continue to appear in certain regions, Vilbrand among them. Tell her what we know. The first report came a few days ago from one of the men patrolling Skull Valley. He spoke of a fearsome creature unlike any native to our shores. While we had our suspicions, it was only later that the connection to the final days was confirmed by most unlikely source, a Sahaga. They've been treating their tempered for some time now, and many have made a full recovery. Owing to this, some factions are eager to improve diplomatic relations with themselves. It is in one such faction that has provided the most comprehensive reports in all their alarming detail. They speak of the most dreadful sight, their spawn brothers transforming into horrific beasts before their very eyes. Indeed, it is far too similar to the incidents in Razadhan to be mere coincidence. If our assumptions are correct, the first and foremost of the beasts of blasphemy, it has been decided to call Prowess of the Water as we speak. We may have be spared the final days, but so long as the suppression remains to harry us, we cannot truly say the storm has passed. Furthermore, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy within the city. Nevertheless, we are the people to spare the people the horrors that befell Razahan. The fiend must be dealt with, and quickly. Despite our investigations efforts, we remain very much in the dark as to the precise nature of the threat we face. Were we to recklessly dispatch large numbers of troops, we'd run the risk of having our own men corrupted. You can well imagine the carnage that would ensure. As such, Admiral Bluesiston has decided to keep those involved to a minimum and lead investigation herself. And I would have you at my side. What say you? I really like my outfit, by the way. The 89 Reaper gear is so cool. So good. You have my thanks. We shall depart at once to meet with the Sahagan allies and gather what knowledge we can, that we might devise a proper plan of attack. They are due to arrive at South Tidegate soon. I shall go on ahead and wait for you there. Well, it's past time, agreed upon meeting time, but the Sagagan are nowhere to be seen. Did they seem to be the sort to break their word? This bodes ill. Let us leave this place to the guards and search Halfstone for any sign of them. Nult is in danger. Quickly, to his aid. Okay. No, wait. Not this one. Well. I've noticed my chocobo is not around. With someone in this second. Shh. Many thanks, shore worker. And pray tell my companion chef. Psh, the Admiral herself came to our aid. Glad tidings indeed. You too have my boundless gratitude for saving my life. Let us quit this place before the beasts return. I can't do their, like, thing. All I can do is the whoosh thing. I can't talk in the weird thing. Imagine being able to talk like a Sahaga. Everyone's still alive, good. But not if we stay out here for too long. Inside, quickly. Thank you, my friendless. These ghastly beasts would have made short work of us had you not intervened. And yet it brought me no joy to watch them die, for unbelievable as it may sound, until a short time ago, they had been none other than our very own shore spawn brothers. At first, we had them had been merely cursed, but our talismans and magics availed us not. Aye, 'twas no curse. 'Twas the evil like no other, innocent souls transformed against their own will into unholy beasts called blasphemies. Blasphemies? Pray tell us more. It would be your area of expertise, Amber. Turned into beasts by the power of despair. This is horrible, indeed. Twas far the phenomenon here in Limsa. For the phenomenon here in Lanoshka has been limited to the Sahagin. Why is that? I can't say. Yet I wonder if the crushing tides are involved in some way. I know not of this crushing tide. Word of them has yet to reach you, I see. It all began when the Indoga Marhak, the queen of our kind, was stricken with a grave malady. Tragic as it was, there was one small solace. She was not found she was not found of shore walker. She was, and so deprived of her leadership, more of my kind came to see the wisdom in making peace with Limsa Laminsa. There remain, of course, those who would oppose our cause. They formed a group called Crushing Tide. Even now, they seek to summon Lord of the World anew and consign all finless ones to the Blimey Deep. However, their lack of crystals necessary to do so, denied the power they crave, they can do naught but grit their teeth in desperation. Spielt Coke. Picking having dishes next to me is a godsend. And you suspect these feelings of helplessness have caused them to transformations? Just so, those of our spawn brothers who turned into the beasts had been fraternizing with the crushing tide. Despite their differences, we cannot abandon our kin to such a cruel fate. Yet we must be careful not to drive them to still deeper despair. Yes, we must consider the situation carefully, lest we bring destruction upon all our kind. Tell me of this crushing tide. Are they... tell me this. Are the crushing tide even now under the Leviathan's troll? If freed from their drowned state, might they listen to reason? It is not were it only so simple. All but a few are long since cured. They walk this path of their own free will. In that case, they may yet be solution for their present course. For the sake of our alliance, we will do all that we can to save your brethren. Furthermore, fortunately, a most capable ally stands with us. This woman has bested many formidable foe, including Leviathan. Whoosh! The Great Amber Fireheart? The Great Amber Fireheart. I like the sound of that. In the flesh, honored am I to stand in your presence. Together we will weather this storm and usher a new age of harmony. This I swear. There is much to be done. For now, let us return to our homes and prepare as best we can for the trials ahead. Should we discover aught of value, we will be sure to share it with you. I ask you do the same. Indeed, we shall. Until such time, I watch over my shore brothers and pray no more succumb to the change. Hey, there's a fight that I'm too high level for. Welcome back. Thanks to you and Noel, I now possess proper understanding of the challenge we face. It is this daunting task that lies before us. We will continue to cooperate with the Sahagin to learn all we can. Once we've located the blasphemy, I will have need of your strength. Till then, I ask that you remain at the ready. Clearly, the storm clouds have only begun to gather. Yes, very clearly. Your timing could not be better. The Admiral is just a moment returned from meeting with the Sahagin. I shall inform you of her arrival. Ah, Amber. I am glad that you are here. We have decided our next course of action. As you know, we have been faced. We face two districts, but interconnected challenges. The transformation occurring among the Sahagin may be one, but the blasphemy itself being the root of the problem. Thus far, those have succumbed to the change, all afflicted with the affiliated with the crushing tide, who continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may yet have a chance at peace. To that end, I propose doubling our approach. On one front, we work in tandem with the Sahagin allies to redo our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we will share this knowledge and more immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we will pursue dialogue with the crushing tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table. and need they, and then see what can be done to convince them to stand down. Key point, with no doubt, the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. To discuss tis this discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. To know is a task we succeed with the kobolds. I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahagan as well. So long as we parry in good faith. I can only hope the crushing tide shares that sentiment. Their wish to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Noel has sent word to one down a priest who styles himself a leader of the crushing tide has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I will parley with him face to face. Sasisha spawning ground, and would have you at my side if you do not object, that is. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at the South Tride Gate when you are ready. From there we shall go together. All prepared, are you? Don is not known for his patience. We must take care not to incur his ire. I'm told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Let's speak to the Sahagan here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed some light on what is keeping him. One more thing. I came here as a representative of Limsa Laminsa on a diplomatic mission. Should the talks degenerate and things come to blows, I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust you understand. Let us be off. Okay. Oh, hang on. The chocobo needs to be out. Why do you trespass on our domain, vile shell workers? We mean you no harm. We've come to only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Don. Where might we find him? We do not desire. We desire no parley with so shore workers. Who would steal our home? Were you not for your insatiable selfishness, we Shahagan would grow and flourish. Your grievances are justified, but that is why I would speak to Master John. And work together a peaceful solution. Empty words from the thieving shoreworker. But so be it. Soon you shall learn the folly of your efforts. Speaker Drone is currently overseeing security of the spawning grounds. You will find him at the entrance, but though, mark my words, you will wish you hadn't. We shall see. I thank you for your aid. I'm guessing this way? Oh, there's two. Hang on. There's another Sahaga back here, apparently. We need to talk to for things to progress. Oh, I see him. What is this? Since when are finless shorewalkers free to intrude upon the sacred spawning grounds? Pray forgive our intrusion. Seek an audience with Speaker Dawn. Where might we find him? We will do no such thing. Shorewalker is not... We have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Begone. We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. Okay. Shorewalker in spawning grounds. To what do I owe the pleasure? Speaker Dawn, I presume. Our apologies for entering your home unannounced. I'm Merwib Blueswison, Chief Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, and this is Amber Fireheart. We've come to seeking a parley that we might strive for peace between our peoples. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will lead to only to needless suffering. The malice between both our people face is greater indeed. If there was a time to set aside differences, come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at South Tide Gate for formal negotiations. Shoreworker and Sahagan coming together. What assurances do I have that this is not that you will not slit our gulls the moment we set foot into your territory? I can offer naught but my words. We open the gates to you. We open our gates to you and invite you into our homes as a show of respect. I do not trust your trust you, Shoreworker, but let it never be said that down of the crushing tide is a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery and subfusion of your people will drown in their own blood. Very well, Master Dan. I look forward to productive discussion. Let's return then. I shall send word to Null as well. I will have our Sahagan allies join us in this the parley. Thank you for joining us here, Master Dan. The air here sickens me. Be brief. Aye, let's get to the heart of the matter. The common threat looms before us, one more powerful than a primal, with the potential to bring death without end to both Sahagan and Limson alike. These circumstances called for swift and united action. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we are here, that we have labored many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment, that countless other Sahagan have joined us of their own free will, that we may ensure survival for both our peoples. Aye, by their deeds have the Limsons proven themselves worthy of trust. Master Dan, you and your crushing tide only want to secure the future of your people. I say to you that only be done by confronting the threat together. Threats? Threats? What threat do you speak of? If you are unity you crave, then submit yourselves to our command. Be as the serpent revels. They are the only shore walkers I designed to call friend. You'd be only willing to you would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to the Lord of the world? I do, for that, and that alone would ensure peace between us. Preposterous! You pose not an alliance but servitude. That way lies not but death for all Sahagan. Do you hear yourself, Spawn Brother? The shore walkers have stolen this one's minds. He decries Lord Leviathan and empowers the lunacy of our sworn foe. These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god and conspired to drive we faithful from our astral home. We mustn't not let them stand. For shame, forsaken by our sworn brothers. They side with the finless ones and blaspheme our Lord Leviathan. They would steal our spawning grounds, slaughter our children, our future, our future. Behold, this is the blessing Lord Leviathan grants us, greater and greater strength. Yeah, this is not Leviathan. You would call this a blessing? Such horrors. Flee for your lives. The beast makes for Aleport. I will leave this place to you. Succeed. Splendid. Let all spawn brothers be blessed with such powers. They think Leviathan is giving them these powers? Oh boy. The second time you've saved my life, shorewalker. My gratitude is boundless as the sea. But what of the Admiral? You must go to our aid. Oh hey! Leviathan mount. I was too late. I am sorry. There is no need for apologies. You are not responsible for my people's plight. But what I cannot fathom is Don's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers become suffering beasts. Fool believes that it is a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope of a peaceful solution will be lost should Dazon and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us. I shudder the very thought, and yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there. Yes, just so. The first ones to transform are those who have fallen to the deepest depths of despair, but more powerful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their beastly forms, and the greater their influence over others. We can scarcely hope to stand against the legion of such foes. Were there a more of my people that could do to help? I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas, the last that we might slay it in all due haste. But this may well amount to naught if the blasphemy, too, was born from a Sahagan. It could be sheltering it could be sheltering in the depths beyond the reach of our ships. In that case, pray allow Spawn Brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath the sea. Thank you, Null. Though our efforts combined, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home and laid to rest as they deserved. You have my gratitude, Admiral. And with that, we should return as well. There's much to be done, and would see it done quickly. I'm buried. I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as the Sahagan described. While down in his ink, have no means to firmly trigger the phenomena at present, 'tis plain they intend to seek one out. Redouble our patrols offshore and inform me of the first sign of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done, Admiral. I worry we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worst, I will recall our forces from Garlemald, yet I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work in securing reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. We may need your strength all too soon. Okay, I have been going for almost 3 hours, and and I'm getting a little tired of reading, talking. But getting there. I think I was like, I'll get it done all in one stream. I think, no, I'll split it into multiple streams because I don't want to kill my throat. So, I think with that, I'm gonna call it here for now. And we'll get back to this tomorrow. I want to say I'll stream at about maybe 6 o'clock tomorrow, so like evening time, more so than early evening like I did today. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for more 14. Bye!